Welcome to Chef Tip Tuesday with Chef Veronica. We'll be getting started in about 1 minute. If you see me keep looking down, I'm looking at my other phone in case people say things so I can see it instead of getting all up on the screen trying to see what it says. So. Welcome to Chef Tip Tuesday with Chef Veronica. I'm glad that you're here. So we're going to get started in about 25 seconds with the tip for today. But first of all, I just want to tell you all, I've been doing this for a whole month. I can't believe it. Today is March the 2nd, and I actually started February the 2nd. So this is a new journey for me. I'm truly enjoying it. It's very fun. It's enlightening for myself. And I'm glad that you all are taking this journey with me. Hey, Trina. I'm going to call you about that cake. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I want to start off by talking about the tip for today is food has energy. And I don't know if you've ever heard that before or if you know that to be true, but food has energy. Our body needs food in order to function. So that alone allows us to know that food has energy. So what I want to say is this, being in the catering industry and being a chef, I have to be very mindful of when I decide to go into the kitchen and cook. Because if I'm not feeling 100%, if I'm not excited about going into the kitchen, I don't go in the kitchen and start to prepare food. I don't even do that for my family because I know that if my energy is not right, it's actually going into my food. And that's one thing that I can say that clients always tell us is, I don't know what it is about your food, but your food is so good. Your food is so clean. And I know they're not saying that the food is clean because of the ingredients, because I use butter and things like that, because I know that that's the things that people want. Now, I can cook in a clean way and give you vegan butter and all of that stuff and olive oil and things like that, but that's per request. So I just want you to know that when you're cooking food for other people and even for your family, even for yourself, your energy is going into the food. So the question that you should ask yourself, that I ask myself all the time is, I do a self-check. How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Is anything hurting? Because, even if you're in pain, maybe your feet are hurting. That's sending off a signal that may not be a pleasant signal because you're trying to push through the pain. So just remember, when you're preparing food for other people, be mindful of your attitude and the energy that's going into the food. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is this. Are you always planning and going all out of your way to make things happen for other people? It could just even be a simple dinner or anything that you go out of your way for other people for. What I want you to do today is do a shift. Make a change. Go out of the way for yourself, because a lot of times we go all out of the way and plan all this big, extravagant, elaborate thing for other people. But then when it comes to us, guess what we do? We start backpedaling. We don't do the same thing for ourselves that we do for other people. So we have to start taking care of ourselves, because at the end of the day, I'm responsible for me. You're responsible for you. And if you don't take care of yourself, you're reaping all of that havoc on yourself. So we have to take care of ourselves. I want to share a little story with you that my pastor told me probably 15 years ago, that it has stayed in the forefront of my mind when certain situations come up. But she said she had a china cabinet and she had dishes in the china cabinet. And she, you know, we knew about the china cabinets, whether you have one or not. Your mother had one, and it had dishes in the cabinet. And those dishes in the cabinet was only for when family came over, or not family, but when we had special guests. Well, the thing about that is her husband said to her, she came into the room one day and he had the dishes all out on the table. She's like, "What are you doing? Those are the dishes for the guests." And he said, "Well, can I be the guest today?" And that's what I want to share with you and ask you to do today. You be the guest. When you get ready to sit down and eat, pull out a nice plate. Plate your food, make your food pretty. Because when the food is pretty and you're eating the food, it goes down a little differently. And your body is going to digest it better because of the way that you're feeling, the way your energy is. Now, that's on an energetic level. However, that's actually what's taking place. So I have a special feature today. We're going to have a special guest. But I just want to tell you, so what we're going to talk about now is self-care. That's what I call it. You know, the word is used very loosely. However, I just want to share a few things with you that I do for my self-care thing. I go to my holistic practitioner every month, like clockwork. Now, this month I missed a month, and my body could tell that I missed a month. But you know, sometimes we fall back and we do some things, and then we get a reality check when you start getting an ache up in your shoulder or up in your neck, and you know you're not used to experiencing pain like that. So that's one of my self-care things that I do. I go to my holistic practitioner every month. That is my practice. But I have turned it up a notch, and I decided I'm going to start going to her twice a month, because one thing I'll tell you, when I have events and things like that where I may be on my feet for hours, because mind you, you're on your feet before you get to the event because you have to cook. You have to pull things. You have to load up. Well, I don't load up the car, but I have to pull the things to be loaded up for my husband to put in the car or in the trailer. The other thing that I do, Dr. Teal's, so if you all look at the video later, you can see these things behind me. Dr. Teal sleep is my go-to. After every event, I take an Epsom salt bath, and sometimes I don't even feel like drawing the water. But thank God for my husband, because he will go do it. He's like, you know, you're supposed to take an Epsom salt bath after each event so your body can get back to regular. So he does that. I have Dr. Teal pillow spray. It's all about getting rest as well. You have to, in order to take care of yourself, you have to get proper rest. You know, for me, sometimes when I get into bed, my mind is constantly going. I'm thinking about this, and that. I spray my pillow with this Dr. Teal's pillow spray. And within a matter of maybe 10 minutes, I'm sound asleep. If I'm having aches in my feet, now my holistic practitioner told me about this. This is Arnicare. This helps your body to go back to its natural state. Your body will remember the natural way that it's supposed to flow. So my husband may rub this on my feet. I rub it on my neck. Wherever I feel a pain, and it's all natural, I use this. I also take my Juice Plus every day. And I'm excited about this, that I do this every day. I've been doing it every day since the pandemic happened, 2 months into the pandemic. And I haven't skipped a beat, because I've been known for taking vitamins and then just stop. Just not because I want to stop, but I stop because I forget. So that's the other thing that I do. Another thing I have are some oils that I actually get from my holistic practitioner. This is Fearless, that has a lot of different stuff in it, but it kills the virus. Anything viral in the air, it can't live with this oil burning in the house. And then I have myself, my loving self, that I put this in my oil diffuser as well. So I have a lot of little self-care things that I do, and not to mention my black seed capsules that I take. So I don't know about you, but we have to take care of ourselves. We are responsible for taking care of ourselves. And with that being said, I'm going to bring my guest up, who, now this is all new to me. It was sitting at the top. Give me a minute. I don't know if she's there. It looked like it sent the invite already. See, I thought I had I was doing some troubleshooting earlier. So Annette, it's saying that I sent that the invite has been sent already. I guess if you click the button that it'll automatically bring you in. So this is who I'm bringing up today is Annette from Forever Phoenix. This is my holistic practitioner that I go to monthly, that I call her the truth because she has really helped me. I started going to her, I guess it's been about 4 years now. And I started back when my mother first transitioned from here. And I had been walking around and everything. And I told my husband one day, I said, I think I'm depressed and I need to talk to someone. And as a result of that, I ended up reaching out to Annette and found her. And she had just gotten on Facebook that day. And I was able to start going to see her. So I don't know. It's saying that the invite is sent, but it's not, for some reason, it's not bringing her on. But, so I don't know about that. But, yeah, so I started going to her about, well, my mother's been deceased going on 8 years. So I had been walking around depressed, a functioning depressed person for about 2 years. And so I guess I've been going to Annette about 5 years now, and I go to her monthly. And when I go, I have the ionic foot detox done. That's one of the things that I have done. And then the second thing is I have work done, body work done, not a massage, not that. She does do those, but that's not what I go for. I go for to bring my body into balance and to get me on track. And, sometimes you have things going on within yourself that you need to talk to someone. And she's that person that I go to and that I would talk to. And she listens and gives, input, and you take it. And the thing that I love about Annette is she doesn't force anything. She just basically talk to you and you talk to her, and then she shed the light onto that situation. Is it an easy thing? No, it's not easy, but it's something that has to be done when you make up in your mind that you want to be better and that you want to get past whatever it is that you're going through. So I started that journey back then, and since then I've been going to her every month just to keep my body right. I couldn't even, I was telling her yesterday, I couldn't even imagine if how my feet would feel if I wasn't going to her on a monthly basis. Now I'm talking about, now if there are any chefs or caterers out there or people that's on their feet all the time, maybe a nurse, a home health aide, whatever the case, you know how you have that ache right on the ball of your feet, or you have the little crinklies in your feet and it just feels like tension when you step and you walk. Those are the type of things that I'm talking about. So I go there and I have the ionic foot detox done. She does reflexology to work out all of those kinks. She uses essential oils and things to loosen up things that you may have going on in your body. And then I'm good to go. So she shut down for a month, which was in January. And then I was supposed to go in February, and I didn't go because it looked like the weather was real bad, but I could have gone, but I didn't. So I realized after I went yesterday, I hadn't gone in 2 months, and I was having some pain right here on my neck and in my shoulder. And so she always asks a question, are you experiencing any discomfort or things like that? And so while I'm sitting there in the ionic foot detox, and now mind you, I was kind of, Sunday, I was turning my head like that. And my husband, he said, what's wrong with your neck? I said, I don't know, I'm feeling some tension here. So I was still doing that on yesterday, even though I was using the Arnicare and rubbing it in and massaging it into my neck. It, after as time went on, it will wear off. So while I was sitting there with my feet being done, and after the second go round, I did like this. I said, the pain is gone. I said, I could still feel just a little bit, but it's nothing compared to what I was feeling when I first walked in the door. So I knew that, which I knew before then, but I knew that the ionic foot detox had pulled the toxins from that joint up in there. So that was a beautiful thing. So I don't know. I'm not able to bring Annette up, but hopefully we can get her on next time. Oops, sorry. Hopefully we could get her on next time. But I want to thank you all for joining me today with Chef Tip Tuesday. And remember that food has energy, and that your energy does go into the food when you prepare it. So be mindful of the type of energy that you are putting out when you're preparing food for other people as well as yourself. And be the guest. Treat yourself. Take those fine dishes out of the cabinet and put the food on them and eat off the plates. What's the purpose of having them if you're not going to eat off of them? I know a lot of people buy paper plates because they don't like washing dishes. I get it. But sometimes, at least once or twice a week, be the guest, plate your food, make it pretty, enjoy it, and eat it. Talk to your food while you're eating it and all that stuff. Have a good day when you're enjoying your food. So thank you for joining us, and I'll see you next Tuesday. If you want to subscribe, well, I would like for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm going to post this, our YouTube channel on this site. And you can also follow us on Instagram. That's WTHI. Thank you.